What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Or, if this is your, I don't even know who I'm talking to. Anyways, if you're watching this video, the previous live stream, which was yesterday, we text modeled this helicopter. And today, we are going to texture it, baby. Which is gonna be fun. Um, I might have to move my microphone because I got, a little drawing tablet. And my microphone is in between me and my drawing tablet, and I won't really be able to effectively use it. But we'll see. We'll see if I can. Uh, I just gotta adjust my chair really quick. Ugh. Okay, this stream, I'm thinking I'm gonna aim for like 3 hours. Maybe like, yeah, like 3 hours should be good. I should be able to finish the texture in that time. Um, But anyways, let's get rocking. Let's get rocking. Scooch on in. So this helicopter, I'm not gonna go too crazy on the texturing. I don't need to do crazy detail because it's not gonna be a main asset. It's only gonna be really on screen for a little bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, and if you think the stream is broken, I'm really not moving my screen. I'm literally just like, oh, I'm I'm just doing bull crap right now. Okay, let's get cracking. So the first thing we got to do is, since I'm using U paint, use paint, U cut paint. Uh, we got to make a little snowed setup quickly for the heli. So let's make sure we apply all the transforms. Let's make sure we calculate the normals, and quick. Okay, we're gonna do U cup. We're gonna call it. This should be good for the tree name. Um, Ellie, type principal. Yes, we'll keep it on principal. I'm gonna not use shading at all. So some people do emission. But what I like to do is, because just in case I change my mind and I do want to have shading later on, I just get rid of that and connect the surface and to the color. So right now, see, there's like straight no shading. It's basically an emission, just like without using an emission. Um, so we're gonna call this one the base. Heli layer base. And since I am going for a PS style, I should do a lower resolution. But honestly, like I'm I don't really care. Because I'm just LARPing the aesthetic. So we're just gonna stick with honestly, I think 1024 should be chill. And we're gonna have interpolation on closest. That's just gonna make it pixelated. So for an example, if there's some of the like if I have it on linear, I think that's what, yeah, linear, it's gonna kind of blur the edges. Like if it gets really low res, it'll blur the edges. But if you have it on closest, it's gonna just make it square, like little pixels. Okay, so boom, we got heli base. I think I'm honestly just gonna make it green because I'm basing this off the Desert Storm, UH-1 Desert Storm. They were green there as well, like sometimes their paint have the kind of like a painted texture, but if I have like the Desert Storm camo thing, but if I do that, I feel like it might just be a little bit redundant, from an artistic point of view, because these guys already have the desert thing, and I think it'll help give some contrast. So, and it's easier. That's another thing. Okay, so let's go in texture paint. Um, okay, first things first is I'm gonna hide the doors. Do not want to deal with them yet, so we're just gonna hide. And I'm gonna make a color palette really quick. So we're gonna do duplicate, heli, boom. And so we're gonna start with a green. We'll just pick a random green. I think this one. See how this? Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're gonna add this one. We're gonna get a darker variation, just random. I'm not doing any calculations here, and a brighter one. See how these look. Yeah, should be good. That's all I really need. The nose, we'll do that later. All right, let's get rambling. So I'm gonna start with the dark color, and we're just gonna fill it. I'm gonna turn wireframe off. Actually, I'm gonna keep it on now until I do like, because I can't see at all anything anymore. So we're gonna keep it on. Um, okay, we're gonna keep with the mouse for now. Let's make sure our fall offs are good. Because the tablet's really good for doing like very personal, up and personal stuff. So let's start adding some kind of a, okay, this might be too strong and okay, you know what? We're gonna just use the tablet. So we're gonna go to here with the pressure. I might curve this out a bit for the size and smooth fall off. Yeah, sure. So, oh yeah, I forgot I have it on mirror too. Let's see, does the mirror work? Yep. Okay, so we're just gonna lighten this up. The shadows are coming, casting down. So we got bright, 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 bright. Uh, here should be good. Get some on that window, and it's looking pretty good. Honestly, I think what I'm gonna quickly do is this interior. Just gonna control invert select, and just so I can't paint the interior. We'll probably just make that fully black, I think. Uh, we're not actually gonna see it because they're gonna be repelling out, and I'm gonna make a separate interior. I just need something for them to stand in. Okay, let's start smearing this around so we can get a bit smoother. See, the problem when you have mirror on is you can sometimes get artifacts like this. If you're like adjusting both sides at once. So yeah, just smooth out the color. Just blocking everything out. I think I'm gonna make the base really dark. Yeah, so this is, okay, so we have like some of the base coding done. Let's just smoothen this out a bit more. And it's good. Okay, so let's go back to the palette here. And let's grab the dark one and make it even darker. So let's go almost black, but keep some color in there. And let's come to the base and just to do a little bit. Just a little bit down the middle. Because since we're not using any shading, we have to paint the shading ourselves. I really like this style. Like when you do the shading yourself, I think it's gives it a very traditional kind of feeling to the models. You know, it gives it a kind of I don't know the word. Uh, but it also makes it some like for some people it might be a little bit harder, but honestly, when you have full control of the shading, I feel like it looks a bit better when you have full control of the rendering. So just smooth everything out. If you're watching this for kind of like advice on, like let's say you're starting out Blender and you're watching this for advice on like texturing, because this is a texturing thing, um, I really recommend to have a color palette because if you ever want to do adjustment, especially if you're using shading yourself, the colors represented on the model won't actually be the true colors. So it's very important to have a have your what you call it, your palette saved. Um, I'm looking at a reference right now of the helicopter, and I should have some engines back here, like some exhausts, but there is none, and we should have some propel like some stuff sticking out over here, but everything's already modeled and I do not care. It's good enough, you know? Like I said earlier, it's not a main model that's gonna have a lot of screen time. Okay. Yeah, see when okay. Um so now I'm gonna turn the wireframe back on and we're gonna do a little bit of adjustments. So we're gonna put some we're gonna get a little bit precise and we're gonna draw some shadows, some ambient occlusion. Could say. So the size, we're going to shrink that. Fall off, we're going to keep the same, and strength, we're going to keep the same. So we're going to turn the strength down and the size down a little bit, and we're going to find the edge, which is right here. And then, okay, we got to maybe turn that strength up a little bit. And okay, yeah, this is fine. So you're just going to drag this. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. We're just going to smooth it out with the smear. But you're just gonna keep on giving the edge some darkness. I also like kind of the really hand painted look, so when the edge is like kind of a jagged, not smooth, you know, gives it that hand painted look that I'm going for. That very stylized look. Um, you could go and click on these buttons to flatten the image, but to make it more exact. Um, and yeah, you're just gonna smear this out. It's gonna look a little bit like a stain. Just now, this is when you try to make it a bit straighter. So just coming in like that. And then we're gonna do another layer very soon. So if we turn it off, we can see it has a bit more shape to it. You can actually understand the shape a bit better. But we're going to come in with a harder line. This is going to take some more preciseness. You can turn the stroke on and do stabilized stroke. I might as well do it for this to show you. But I don't really like it. Like, see, it's doesn't really help that much. Like, it'll definitely stop some jitters from forming, but here we'll just use it for this part. But it doesn't make it perfectly straight. It just prevents like you for like creating just sudden explosive movements in the paint. And then we're gonna smear it again. And when we're doing the fine details, we can come back in and then just do straight little edge. That's going to be really dark. So yeah, it looks literally the exact same. I don't know why I did that second part. Probably completely useless. We can drag it like this to make it a bit straighter. Like that. Okay. So let's look at the. So we got to do the windows, right? Because those are the most iconic features, and then we're gonna do the kind of plate tiling thing. But let's start with the windows. So the windows, I think we're gonna do a new layer. This is why you cut paint is the best, because you can do layers. So we're gonna do heli layer windows. Keep everything the same. We're gonna keep the channel on mix. In the windows, we're just gonna grab the white and we're gonna paint the reflections ourselves. Reflections are actually very easy. I'm gonna explain how to do it. Oh yeah, we gotta turn stabilize off, and we're gonna turn the strength up to 100 and oh yeah, make sure to save the palette. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit darker white because I like to start with the base color to be the darker version. Gives me a bit more control with the highlights. So we're just gonna paint it. For windows, I like to have it a bit like right now it doesn't matter. We're just kind of blocking out the color. Just try to follow the line the best you can. We're gonna come in and erase it because it's on another layer, so it's gonna be pretty easy to adjust. Just come in and erase, erase. I really wish there was a tool I could like a plugin or something that lets me like do the Photoshop thing where I go like from here to here. I mean, not the Photoshop thing where it's like this stabilizer, the stabilized stroke thing, but it's like it doesn't do that red line and it follows. It does more of like just makes your strokes smoother because make my life a lot easier. Because I know if we go here, we could do line, and it paints like a line exactly like the Photoshop one. Okay, wait, let's see really quick if the window peels. Okay, it's not symmetrical and it's not lined up anymore. The window doesn't really peel that off to the side. Like we could do just a little bit. Give it some more roundness. Just a little bit. Okay, now what I like to do is just smear it all out. Doesn't matter that it's coming over, we're just gonna erase that in a moment. When we're done, of course, though, because we erase it now, it's okay. Now we're gonna get a brighter white, and we're gonna do some lines, some reflections like this, and then we're gonna get a darker white, and a gray. Do some of this. Get that white again. We're gonna do, oops. Get that white again, and we're gonna do some lines like that. And you're just gonna smear. Smear, smear, smear. You can start seeing the reflection forming. I think it needs a bit more white. It looks really gray right now. And then we're gonna put some blue in here too. Just a little bit. Here we're gonna go all the way there, and then we're gonna turn the saturation down. Some blue will help give it that kind of sky, like it has a sky tint. Might need a deeper blue. I think we're gonna need a deeper blue. So we're gonna turn the saturation down, and just pimple it up. Yeah, that doesn't look too great. We're gonna have to get rid of that blue right here. I think if we do this saturation, yeah, like that. Or the value, I mean. And we're just keep on smearing, keep on smearing. And if we look, it's not really looking like a window, but we're gonna paint some inside parts momentarily. Just gonna do some smears, some lines. And let's see how we're looking. All right, it looks a bit more window-like. Might have to smear this out a bit. Okay, and then we're gonna need to do these kind of black, give it a little black part. But first let's do the side window. So it has kind of what we're gonna actually do really quick. So erase hard. And we're gonna just straighten that out. Do the same for the top. And do that for the bottom. Oops. Just smoothing it out, smoothing it out. Do, 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 do. Oops, it's a little bit too much. Smoothing it out, smoothing it out. And just undid everything. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's our first window. Now we gotta do this one. So we see it has a little bit of, I'm actually gonna realign these. I don't know why I moved them. Very not smart of me. Just gonna realign. It doesn't matter, it's a very different shape now than it used to be. Okay. Let's keep on going with the windows. We're gonna grab the base one, and I completely forgot to save the other textures. Okay, so we got a triangle shape. Goodness. So we got a bit of a triangle coming in. So we're gonna go, it's like a 90-degree triangle. So gonna come up here and then straight down. Might need to make it a bit thicker though at the top. I don't know. Now let's see. We fill, we fill, we fill. My favorite part of texturing is it looks really crap. Yeah, we're gonna just, honestly, for the windows, I think the best bet is to use the line tool because it's gonna be, we gotta make it straight. Like, okay, so oh, that's my biggest issue with the line tool is the sizing. It's never what you want it to be. So we're just gonna, is it not on the line tool? So we're just gonna drag it. I'm pretty sure though the space between them is pretty big. I mean pretty narrow. So we're gonna go boom, like that, straight down, like that. And then the second window, gonna go like that. See, I wish I could straighten this to make it like the actual line straight and not angled. We're gonna use the mouse for this. I think it'll be a little bit easier to do straight. Uh, okay. Looks kind of like ass right now. Add a bit. Okay, now let's do some adjustments. Like that, and let's fill these in. Maybe a little too big. So I'm just gonna use the mouse for this. Fine details, fine details. This is my first time actually texture painting a hard surface like this. Like a very non-organism-like thing. I'm always... Actually, wait, no, I did make a gun. I did paint a gun. Anyways, okay, and we're gonna erase this edge right here. Okay, now let's add the details. So we're gonna have some smears coming up. Some tinting, some highlights. See, I wish I still had the blue, because it's gonna make my life A little bit difficult. Uh, I've been thinking recently, I wonder what it feels like to get waterboarded, where they put the towel over your head and then they start waterboarding you, like pouring water onto the towel. I always wondered what that feels like, or something like that. I don't really know. Okay. Sorry for getting off topic. I mean, like, I wonder, like, if it truly is like pure suffering. Like, I wonder, like, what causes it to be torture? Like, does the towel make it that you can't, like, that you instantly inhale the water and like, because you don't see the water coming, you just like instantly take it in and then your lungs fill up with water right away? So it's like you're drowning right away. Maybe that's what it is. Not not too sure. Not quite sure. Um, okay, I think this side window's good. I'm gonna add some black outlines to the windows once I'm done them. I think that'll be pretty good for the aesthetic. Make them pop more. Will be like a nice rim, I guess. Smear this. Gonna make. Let's keep it small. I need good control of this. I'm wondering if I should do a silhouette of a pilot. Don't know if that's the best move. It might make the windows look a bit more realistic. But I think I might just keep them white. This one has a lot of blue, so it's gonna look a little bit out of touch. So let's just get rid of that, make it a bit whiter. And these are all the windows we have to make for now. I think this one we need more whiteness. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, maybe. Okay. Um, I think we also need a bit more blue in here. Do I have my filter on? I do. The filter is like a ps1 style. If you're curious, it's a turn. It allows you to see the composition while you're in the viewport. So it lets me see what it'll kind of look like when I export it, ignoring all the Premiere Pro filters I'm gonna put on this thing. I think I'm gonna add like a polarize, stuff like that. He looks so angry. Like I kind of like that. Like, makes him look a little angry. Like he has little eyeballs. Okay, let's draw the black parts now. So I think for this, and I was thinking about doing an overlay, but I think for this, what we're gonna do is the line. I have no idea what these settings are. The dash ratio. I know spacing will be like if it's gonna give like, yeah, see like little dots, I think. Yeah. So spacing we're gonna have 10. Dash ratio. If I turn that to 4. Ah, okay. Jitter, that's gonna make it go in random directions. We don't want that. So let's set this to like 15 size and go like this. Okay, maybe not that much strength. What does this look like? It's good. I like that. Maybe just a bit darker. Let's maybe do like a 6.5. Let's make it a bit darker. You know what I'm actually gonna do? Because I'm gonna smear this stuff. I'm gonna do another layer. Heli Windows um, black tint. And we're gonna turn this on multiply because it's gonna be darkening the surface underneath it. And I think for this, we're going to turn it to 100%. Just coming around the edges. This will let us give the illusion of angularity to our window shapes. You're going to notice that the edges are kind of not are passing through, and that is okay. Okay, now let's smear this out. Okay, that's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too weak. Okay, I think we're gonna just have to dedicate to yeah, I think we're gonna have to paint the lines. This is just gonna give the windows a shadow kind of thing. So that's what we'll use this for, honestly. And we're gonna have to paint the edges ourselves on the window layer because this ain't gonna look too good. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't, it's okay. Plan didn't work out, but that's fine because we're just gonna. Okay, for this, I think I'm gonna give it straight cuts. Yeah, this is. I think I'm gonna just delete this layer, honestly. Don't think we need it. Okay, sick. We have a freaking white dot there. I don't know where that's from. Um, okay. We're gonna have to paint the black ourselves. Man, not excited for this. Not excited for this at all. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm really locked in right now on this. I hope this doesn't look awful because there's no going back. It's quite literally no going back. Destructive workflow, guys. Okay, let's deal with this window first before well, I mean, we kind of already did all the other ones. So let's see. Yeah, this goes a little better because it's smearing with the actual window. Just tiny touches, tiny touches. Fuck. I think I'm gonna have to zoom in for this middle part over here. I wonder if this is just like extremely poor texturing. Like I'm supposed to be like stenciling and stuff. I don't really like stenciling. Like don't get me wrong, like if you personally use stenciling, nothing against you, but I don't know, I just get this kind of feeling that I'm cheating when I use it, just like slapping on my own text like fake textures and stuff. Oh my gosh, I know why this won't look that good. I need to add highlights to the actual metal part. Yeah, we got to do that. Yeah, wait, let's quickly test it. Let's see how this would look. So we're gonna go to the base. So the space underneath, you don't gotta be worry about the window. Ooh, OBS? Are you still? What's going? What's going on? Did the stream just die? Okay, I got a notification my OBS died, but let's hope uh let's hope it didn't. Okay. Keep on painting, keep on painting. See, since I'm still a newbie at this stuff, this might take like really, really long time. Let's get some blacks in here. I'm gonna actually make this a bit brighter. How's it looking? Still kind of looks like shit. Okay, wait, I'm gonna look at some reference on my side. Helicopter texture. Let's look at some reference. Reference. Okay. Um, okay. Whatever. Let's look at our reference. Let's make the nose. So the nose, add another gray, which I completely didn't even do. Okay, let's do the nose. So we're gonna go basic, paint soft. Need this to be 100%. I think the nose goes down straight to the middle. And it's gonna swoop in like that. I think this will give us some much needed kind of contrast, I guess. Give the plane a bit more, I don't know, like, I have no idea. No idea. So let's keep on texturing this boy. One thing with my Blender pipeline, I guess, I think that's what it's called. It's what people in the professionals say. My pipeline is I start, like for texturing, I will start the texturing like I am doing right now. And I'll just keep on going until I like it, and I'll just keep undoing things if I hate them. Like, for an example, like once I finish this helicopter, and if I hate this helicopter, I'm just gonna redo the textures. Because eventually you're gonna get something you like, right? Maybe. But I usually don't delete everything. I just try to because there's main elements that you that are important for the texture, right? Like the helicopter, it's gonna have its main part, right? The front is probably very important, I would say. It's looking like a San Andreas type thing. One thing that's going to be really important the more I think about it is um, if this matches with the art style of the other dudes, like the little rabbit guys. Like if this just looks out of set, this is gonna suck. Because if it doesn't match, I'm gonna be a little bit cooked. So we're gonna once I finish this bottom window, we'll take a look. Please say I saved the blue. I literally didn't save the blue. Okay, we're gonna save it this time. Oh my goodness. I could just color pick. Yeah. So we'll add some blue guys, some blue squigglies. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Some gray swigglies. Some more blue. Smooth. 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 And then let's draw the black outline. And let's erase some of this at the bottom to be a bit straighter and a bit more sharp. Yeah, I want it to kind of start a bit down. Yeah, let's see how this looks. Okay. Um, it's looking a little bit very cartoony like. Um, let's bring up the rabbits. See how they looking next to the helicopter. Let's take this guy. Where's his? mean, if we scale this thing. Oh my gosh, no way my blender just crashed. Ah! No, it actually crashed. Yeah, give me 1 second, I gotta reopen it. And I think we don't have the textures. Yep. Wow. That's why you save. Okay, I need to see if there's a save option in preferences. Um, I like to have like a autosave. There is autosave on. Can I open file open? Wow. Okay. That is not good. Okay, I think we're gonna have to I'm gonna take a little break. And gonna come back. Oh wait, are you kidding me? Oh, because it crashed. The texture wasn't saved. Because I wasn't able to yeah. Yeah, if your Blender crashes and you don't have the textures saved, you're fried. Um, yeah, okay. Wait, let me try open recent, recover. Yeah. All right, that sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break really quick. What time is it? Okay, I'm gonna go make myself a snack and I will be right back and we are gonna restart the texturing, but we're gonna take a little different approach this time. Okay, I'm back. I got my protein slot bowl. It's 30 grams of protein, a bunch of blueberries, shit like that. Ah, brain freeze. Brain freeze. Okay. Helicopter, helicopter. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen, y'all. Do I still have my palette? Let's see. Probably not. I do. Okay. So we're just gonna fill it in with a dark, very, very dark. And we're not even gonna worry about the windows yet. That's gonna be that's gonna be end game, end game. Okay, sick. Oh yeah, one thing about Blender which I really, really love is you just sometimes can't paint. And that is because I have the dark texture on. Not Blender's fault, that's entirely mine. Entirely mine. So we're just gonna do the same thing as last time. Just putting the colors in. Let's get some brighter ones. Smear everything together. And then we're gonna do the panels. So let's bring this all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Let's get that darker black. Was hoping I wouldn't need it, but I think we're gonna need it. You know what? I'm getting really sick of this interior part leaking its white. So we're just gonna do that. Okay. Okay. Um, let's do the the tile wall thing. We're gonna do overlay. And we're gonna go here and do white. And this one be black. Okay. So we got, there's like about a bunch of tiles. Okay. So we're gonna grab black. It's too big. And we're just gonna go, it's too small. I don't know, this might not look too good, honestly. Let's see in a moment. Kind of looks like a German symbol from the 1930s a little bit. I'm starting to see it. Uh, which is don't want that. Do not want that. We're already pushing things with Osama bin Laden 9/11 jokes. Um, Textures are looking good. I don't know. This is actually lit. Okay. Kind of just looks like a. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Um, man, it's hard to make freaking like. It's hard to do this. Maybe I'm just overcomplicating it. Might be. I think honestly, I'm gonna drag this all the way up, and I'm gonna just use this for shading. This Okay, so we need to do some shadows here. Just on shading, shading, shading. Let's turn this on so I can see the edges and the corners. Oh crap, we just got rid of perspective. Okay. How the hell did that even, how do you even, I didn't even know you could like rotate like that. Is the stream still broken? Nah, no, it's not. It's not. It's chill. It's chill. It's chill. Okay. Well, let's keep on adding some details. Yeah, I think this is what was missing in the first one. I got a little bit too ahead of myself and I thought it was ugly, but it was I always do that. Um just forever who's watching this and uh some of my beginner advice would be like just like calm down a little bit, like if you think your art isn't looking good, just keep on going. Just like this is a medium you'll like art in general, it's like a whole life thing, right? It's don't compare yourself to people who have 50 years of experience, right? Like 20 years of experience. Like keep in mind, like especially if you're young, like not even an adult yet, um, don't compare yourself to like people who've been in the industry longer than you've been alive, right? That was one of my things that I did when I started out. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so like, I'm not as good as these guys who are like that work for the industry. I'm like, how could I ever do this? But you just take it one step at a time. Before you know it, like just practice every day, and before you know it, you'll be you'll be getting good. You'll be getting good, or maybe not. You might. I think what I just did was not was inverted, and I have to do it the other way. I think I'm gonna do this to base out the windows, honestly. Kind of presume where I'm gonna put them. Let's add a little like seam down the middle. Uh, yeah, I think I might. It's looking a little bit veiny so far. Oh yeah, this doesn't look good. I don't like this. All right, let's do the windows. I think it's time we do the windows. I'm gonna go very blue this time. Let's get some deeper blue in there. And let's get some pure white. Let's get some darker colors in here. Some dark blue. You know, honestly, the window might be too dark. If I do color, no, not color, over multiply. And let's paint the black edges. Uh, like this. I don't know. I feel like this looks a bit too cartoony. You know what it looks like? It looks like the Among Us guys. It kind of looks like the Among Us guys, honestly. Which is horrible to say. Yeah, let's do the nose now. Oops. Oh, I thought somebody joined for a second. I got a little scared. Hey, hey, hey. And I don't know, dude. This is like really bothering me. I just don't like this. I was hyping, like last video, I was hyping up the textures. I was like, I'm better at texturing than I am at modeling, but maybe I'm just not good at both. It kind of just looks like a window still.